Hello everyone, Viking Piper here, and today we are going to continue on with our springtime series. But first, I got a little something to show you guys. I do have now the Thief. So this pipe is the one that is being given away on my video, my most recent giveaway. And all you have to do to win that particular pipe along with this tamper is comment tamper on the video that is another gall raid. That is the video that you have to post the comment tamper to win those pipes. Still going on. Do not post it on this video because it's not going to be counted. Make sure you go to that video. It's another gall raid. So there's that one. I haven't gotten too many VRs. Well, I got a decent amount so far. But if you do a VR, you get this nice green bandit pipe along with this tamper here. And that does not end until the 15th. So you guys have a little bit of time left, about a week, to get all that in there. So post your VRs. Make sure you tag me, the Viking Piper, at the Viking Piper, in your VR, and let me know. So you'll be entered to win the green one if you do the VR. Anyways, let us continue on with the springtime series pipes. I want to get a couple more tobaccos. I'm doing really good with my bagged ones because I get scared they're gonna, dry out, which they will if I leave them in the bags for too long. But I want to get these reviewed and I want to get them jarred. But also, I feel like some of these blends would be perfect for spring. We are going to jump in to this beautiful pipe. Now, this one is just my Aldo Velani bent billiard, and I do have quite a few, but they're all different in their own ways. I have smoked this one. But just that grain and that nice reddish hue, like a rusty color, I really love that, along with this pipe. And along with this stem. Very smooth, very creamy. It's just, I love that translucent appearance to it as well. And then you can kind of see your smoke going up through the actual stem. But from Italy, and it is the Aldo Velani Collection A from his Collection A series, which I actually own a lot of those. There's his little signature there. I picked this pipe to be a part of the spring series just because of the coloration, of how light it is. It almost reminds me of like a nice setting sun. But now I'm thinking it's more like autumn. We're going to get into the tobacco now. And one last thing about Aldo Velani. I know I've said this before. He is one of my favorite pipe makers. I love so many of his pipes. Just because of the quality. The quality is amazing. And I did get this off of, you guessed it, DannyBoyPipes.com. If you would like, you could always go there and use my code Viking Piper 10 or Viking Piper 10. You get 10% off your purchase. You don't have to, but hey, 10% off. And I got that from, I think it was a lot of the Aldo Velanis that I've gotten, I think have all come from Danny Boy Pipes. And most of them were auction pipes. When they would have their auctions on their website, where they do live auctions, and I would always go for it. I don't know if you guys have seen, I'm pretty sure most of all of you have seen Tombstone, the movie Tombstone. It's one of my favorite movies. And the character, I think is Wyatt Earp. And the character, Wyatt Earp, he's got a shotgun. And, he's saying, I'm coming for you, and hell's coming with me. I would always post that GIF in the comments of where we place our bids, because I would never, ever let up. And that's how I won most of my pipes, because I would just keep going. And that 3,000-year-old bog oak pipe that I own, the Morta pipe, that one I should have backed down, but I didn't. That is the most expensive pipe I own. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it. But anyways, sorry I get off on my tangents and stuff. Today we are going to be going over a tobacco I'm actually pretty excited about, called Bill's Blend from the Country Squire. I'm just going to read the description here from what they have on their site. It is Bill's Blend Creamy Vanilla. Now, this one I did not purchase based on the artwork, but the artwork's pretty cool. It just looks like a scoop of ice cream, vanilla ice cream. But I bought it because of the flavor. Creamy vanilla. I love vanilla. The older I get, the more, I guess, plain flavors I like. But creamy vanilla is one of my favorites. Anyways, it says, created in honor of our dear friend Bill Rutledge. I hope I said his last name right. A fixture of the Country Squire who embodied sophistication, patience, and warmth. Bill's blend reflects his spirit, welcoming, kind, and full of character. Now a permanent part of our lineup. A sweet, approachable aromatic with confectionery notes of vanilla and marshmallow. That's going to be nice. Smooth and creamy on the palate, this tobacco is gentle, easy to keep lit, and beloved for its crowd-pleasing room note. A true smoker-friendly aromatic that honors the memory of whatever tobacco that guy is smoking. I like that. So the bag note is vanilla cream, marshmallow, soft cocoa. The room note is sweet pastry, toasted vanilla, warm campfire treat. The tasting notes include creamy vanilla, marshmallow sweetness, light cocoa, and gentle toastiness. So, and this is, they have a picture of them up there. Really cool. Really cool. Just honoring one of their friends. What an honor. So this one, I guess it has a deeper meaning to it as well, which is really nice. I think that's something really cool. I hope that whenever I pass on, somebody makes a tobacco for me. All right. Already when I open this bag, man. Okay, so the bag note, vanilla cream. I get that. Marshmallow, I get that too. And the soft cocoa, I don't really get that at the moment, because the vanilla cream is very overpowering, at least in the bag note. Let's go ahead and pack our bowl. So the moisture content in this is really nice. I was a little worried that it was going to be a little bit dried out, but it's perfect, which makes me very happy. All right, got the bowl packed. Let's light her up. Mm. Oh, wow. Okay, so on that retro hail that I got, vanilla. Oh man, this is a really, really good blend. If you're an aromatic smoker and you like vanilla, you are going to love this. Mm, mm. Okay, so now I'm getting a nice marshmallow taste as well. I'm still getting a little lost on the cocoa. I guess because it's light and the gentle toastiness. I can kind of get that flavor like a toasted marshmallow. Hmm, that is nice. That is really, really nice. It's creamy. It feels, I never really understood, when I watch some other YouTubers that are pipers, they'll say that the smoke has a nice, texture in your mouth. And I was always like, I never, I've never ever concentrated or contemplated that. It always just feels like smoke in my mouth. But this, as I, you know, dive deeper into my YouTube channel, instead of just how I used to smoke, where it was pack my pipe, light her up, smoke, done. I would always concentrate and think about my life, and I would be in my head. But instead of doing that with these videos, what I do is I focus and I concentrate on the tobacco, the pipe, and the smoke. And there is subtle differences between tobacco smoke. The ones that have a really big cloud and that you can just see, those to me are the creamy ones. The flavor doesn't have to be creamy, but the smoke is. It's it's kind of hard to explain, but you can, if you focus on it, you can tell the different textures in the smoke. Some can just be real light and airy, and you almost don't even know it's there. Others kind of just fill your mouth. It sounds weird, but that's what it does. And after just solely focusing on the experience of pipe smoking, which this YouTube channel has let me do, I feel like I've opened up this new realm of pipe smoking where I'm actually unlocking its secrets, right? It's, for me, pipe smoking has been the key to my thoughts for a very, very long time. And it still is, which is nice. Because when I have a pipe and I'm smoking alone, peacefully, and your mind starts to wander and you start to think, sometimes you might think about the things you've done in the past and what's going on in the future, or what will happen in the future and what's going on now. And you just kind of dive into yourself. And that's what pipe smoking has allowed me to do. But through these videos and my channel, instead of focusing on those thoughts and those things, whenever I'm doing a video, I focus solely on the pipe, the smoke, and the tobacco. And it's weird because I don't drift off into memory land or deep thoughts when I'm smoking a pipe and doing a video. I just don't do that. Normally I do, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that should be kept private for yourself. And my mind just doesn't allow me to think of those things or think of anything to go deeper into than just what I'm doing at the moment. It'll unlock my thoughts, my feelings when I'm alone. But I've got all of you here with me. So I focus on the pipe and the smoke and the tobacco. Well, that was just a long way to say nothing, huh? I kind of need to turn that down. Jeez. There. I love this lighter, by the way. Captain Black. Got it on pipes and cigars. I love it. Now it says it's easy. Ooh, that was good. Huh, sorry. Got a nice burst of vanilla there. They say it's easy to keep lit, and I've been relighting and relighting. That's just because I keep talking and talking. Get this tobacco. This is really good. I enjoy this a lot. I'm not going to keep going on it, but oh my goodness, I didn't even show you guys. And that's what you get. Very nice. And this pipe smokes so well. It's okay. It's a little on the heavier side. This is a pipe I would not just... I could, but after a while, you don't want that to hurt your jaw. And it's not really designed too much just to hang out the mouth. But what a great tobacco. Highly recommend. Bill's Blend if you love vanilla or you're a aromatic smoker. And the Aldo Velani, you just can't go wrong with them. It feels nice in my hand. It is smooth, and I do prefer the rusticated ones, but I do like the smooth ones as well because I love the grain. I love seeing that grain on these pipes. It is a briar pipe, by the way. But anyways, a little bit more about that smoke I was talking about. On some tobaccos, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this as well with the tongue bite, and just the harshness of the smoke, that it almost burns your mouth. Just kind of depending on the pipe too, I guess. But this one, the smoke it's almost velvety, and it's just soft. It's soft in the mouth, really nice, and I highly recommend that tobacco. And the Aldo Velani pipes, highly recommend as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking and commenting. Thank you for subscribing and being kind. May your smoke be thick, your mead be sweet. And as always, happy smoking.